your skills, abilities, armor sets, all that stuff, and champion points. So we're going to start off with our champion points here. Up over here, just some money stuff. Saving on the enchant right here. Treasure hunter, get more loot. Rationer, it just helps kind of your food last longer. Liquid efficiency is really nice since you burn through potions like crazy. Steed's Blessing, just to get from point A to point B in a dungeon faster. Here in our warfare tree, focused right here in the middle. You got the 10 points there. You got 40 points in preparation, elemental Aegeus, and hardy. I got enduring resolve, unassailable maxed out, duelist rebuff, and bulwark maxed out. Those are 4 slottables right there. Working on tireless guardian once that's maxed out. Work on eldritch insight, and over here into blessed, and then back into quick recovery. Over here in the red tree, got ironclad maxed out, rejuvenation maxed out, tumbling maxed out, expert evasion maxed out, hero's vigor maxed out. Just running hero's vigor over boundless vitality to get same amount of health essentially with not having to sacrifice a slottable. Hasty, working on hasty and getting that set up. And right over here, getting a tireless guardian. Eventually going to work on nimble protector. And then coming up into strategic reserve will be the last spot to start putting points into. Then we'll go into our gear inventory. So starting with main hand, like right now I've got Drake's Rush equipped. So that's when you bash a target. You got 2 lines of stamina, line of health. Whenever you bash a target, you gain that major heroism for you and 3 other people. It's freaking amazing. It turns the Colossus into basically only having about a 10-second downtime if I'm just trying to keep that up with light attacks and corpses I create. More corpses, less downtime on Colossus. Other set that I normally run is War Machine right here. Taking that time to, since I generate ulti a lot, another way to help buff up your DPS is, adding another 15% damage. Or it's only 10%. Huh. It used to be 15. Adding another 10% damage on top of the 10%, so another 20% damage. It's that I'd normally run. Drake's Rush is only if I got Rojo. And you get Powerful Assault right here. Line of health, line of stamina, a little bit of weapon damage. When you use an assault ability, you can get that about 300 weapon spell damage for 10 seconds for your group. You got your Blood Spawn with its Tri-Stat enchant, reducing the cost to block. You're not running this for the resistance buff because it's kind of unreliable. You're running it to get that 13 extra ultimate with a 6% chance. So it's a nice little cap, making that Colossus cooldown even less. And you got your Archesis right here. You got your health, armor, health again. Whenever you drink a potion, boom, 44 ulti for you and 3 friends, which reduces the cost of that, or reduces the cooldown on that Colossus quite a bit. And then right here, we got our rings. But most important, the enchant run on all 3 pieces of jewelry, potion cooldown. So you get that 30-second cooldown on your potions, which helps your resources and your sustain while essentially perma-blocking. Go through trash stand pots like crazy. Let's see, looking at our character. Let's see, we got our Magicka almost at 1900, 4500 health with food, and that's with the Drake's Rush. Maximum stamina, almost at 2500 right there. Spell damage, all that, it doesn't really matter. Physical resist and spell resist at 26. And Got 54 points in the health, 10 points in the stamina. Looking at the advanced stats. Got block cost of around 730. That's per hit. Block mitigation's about 70%. Sneak speed, yeah, that's right, because you're a stealthy tank. 60%. Block while moving speed, sprint speed is at 139. A little bit extra frost resist because you're being ignored. Run the Astronaut right here for more Magicka recovery. ESO Plus member, because. And then, oh, I forgot one other piece. I do double sword and board. Right here. Ooh, wrong bar. Inventory. Run the Perfected Vedashran shield on the back bar. Uses a Call of Void. It's actually a really nice pull. I'll go over the skill that I use with it, but it also puts Major Maim on the target for 10 seconds every 13 seconds, so it's a nice hefty like group survivability thing. Let's see. I'm going over inventory. Now we're going to go into our skills. So on the front bar, we got our Heroic Slash. So we can put that Minor Maim up on the target for 5% damage reduction, and also getting that one ultimate every 1.5 seconds. Necro Potency, 3% damage reduction, but it also, every time you suck up a corpse, it's 6 ultimate, so more corpses. Less cooldown time on your Colossus. Pierce Armor, Major and Minor Breach, adding more damage to the target, also adding some physical damage. Unnerving Boneyard. Let's see, we got. Does a little bit of magic damage and stuff, but it does major breach in a group area, and since being a lazy tank, I only tank the big targets. Little targets, DPS will survive. Or at least they should. They can pop Grave Robber, which can hit for a metric fuck ton. But that's only one person every 20, or giving them a 20-second cooldown on that. So every time you recast, a new DPS should be able to proc that. Hungry Scythe is your heal, keeping yourself alive. Colossus, cheap ulti, does stun after his third hit for 4 seconds. Also applies major vulnerability to target for 12 seconds, increasing their damage taken by 10%. Better than Warhorn. Warhorn only affects crit damage. It's not that. You have fucking Colossus, you're gonna run that bitch. Gravelord, maxing all that stuff out. And then onto our back bar here. We got Reverberating Bash, which we use to do the Call of the Void. Also stuns the target for 3 seconds. Beckoning Armor, because I'm lazy and I don't want to put chains on. Just followed up with a range taunt. And stuff will pull itself into you. Agony Totem right here. AoE Fear for 4 seconds. Followed up with a Synergy as well. That does a little bit of dot damage over 5 seconds and also provides minor vulnerability to the group. And then Spirit Guardian gives yourself 10% damage reduction. And it also adds a corpse upon death, along with Beckoning Armor doing the same thing. And then allows you to gain the corpse effect for Necro Potency. And it also gives you a 10% damage reduction. And you have your reviving animation right here, which saves your group, lets you pick up 3 people off the ground, and lets your group recover nicely. If you're running Powerful Assault, you're going to take off Unnerving Boneyard, throw on Echoing Vigor, and that'll help your group do a little bit more damage. Let's see, when we pop our Major Resolve buff, see our armor goes up to 32,648, so like 400 below cap. So you can take a lot of damage. You buff the group, throwing out that Colossus every like 25 seconds, and then yeah, that's what you do. Double sword and board, because that's cooler. Alright.